Guys, what's up? How are you? I hope that you guys are having an amazing day today. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Jarrell, and in today's video we're going to be retesting some products that I just recently purchased and some products that are still very new to my collection that I am leaning to not liking it or really loving it. So we're just going to retest it here together. So let's go ahead and get into the video. But before we do, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get on to the video. First product that we're going to try is this one right here from Hourglass, and it is the Vanish Airbrush Primer. This is really new to my collection. It is really new to their line as well. It's not super old, and so many people love it. The first time that I tried it, it actually worked just fine for me, but for some reason, every single time after that, just my skin goes crazy red. Not only that, but every single foundation that I put on top of it, it just like separates. It like goes crazy. So I'm going to try it right here with you in camera, and I'm hoping that it acts well. I am just going to try a very tiny amount. I think that's it, and I'm going to really focus this on my problem areas, which is here on my pores, on my nose, between my brows, just on my oily areas. So I went ahead and just prep my face very well. So far, so good. Which I'm really surprised because usually my skin just goes red. So maybe it was just the skincare that I was using prior to this primer, or we will see. So the next product that I am going to retest is this one right here from Patrick Ta. I loved it. I absolutely love it. Stand by my review. My skin looked absolutely stunning, beautiful, amazing the whole entire day. I just really enjoy how my skin look. So I am using a different primer today. I use the Tatcha primer when I first tried this foundation, just because I know that primer really works well with my skin. So now that I'm using this primer, let's go ahead and see how this foundation looks. And I'm hoping that is the same. I know that there's like mixed reviews on this foundation. So this one is in the shade Light Medium 2, and I do have some foundation now on my brush, and I'm just going to apply it with my brush. This is going to be like a super easy everyday kind of makeup. I want to apply it where the primer is, and I think it's a really nice, beautiful foundation, especially for every day. Just spreads out so nicely. It's really nice and creamy, doesn't feel heavy on the skin whatsoever. If you haven't seen my wear test, I will link it somewhere down below or somewhere up here. It's a medium coverage foundation. It just covered up my redness as well as my hyperpigmentation that I have here, like my little freckles that I have, sunspots. And here is the foundation on one side, and here is with no foundation. You can see that it gives you a really nice natural finish. It doesn't look like a lot of makeup on. So I'm going to do the rest of my face. All right, so here is the foundation. It looks really nice and like everyday natural with a little bit of glow. If you are my skin type, which is oily to combination, if you prep your skin the way that you should, if you need to control your oils in the center, I think that this foundation will work just fine for you. Let's go ahead and apply the concealer that I am yeah, I'm not so sure that I actually like this concealer. I feel like it's a little bit too heavy after it dries down. I am going to just apply it really where the darkness of my eyes are. This is normally what I wear for concealer. I do have some darkness that I like to cover. I wanted to give me some brightness, so I do like and enjoy the tone of this concealer. I think that shade 7 will work better. This one is in shade 6, and this one is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I don't think that I mentioned it, but yeah, I am not 100% on this concealer. I feel like I am more towards no than I am towards yes. But here I am retesting it for like the 20th time, trying to see if it's all in my head or if it's really truly a concealer that I really just, it's not for me. But I don't think that I like it underneath my eyes, just because I feel like it makes me age. My under eyes look so heavy, and nobody's gonna like that. So here is the concealer. Upon first application, like the way that I feel about this concealer, it gives you a really nice coverage. It covers my under eyes. It's really nice and luminous and radiant. But if you are wearing a mascara that is not waterproof, this concealer will make it run like crazy. It just creates so much darkness underneath my eyes. It just doesn't set even if I set it with powder, and I've set it with different powders. For some reason this concealer just, it is really creamy and it stays like that. It works through those powders, works through it, and it just makes my mascara run. I also noticed that after a couple of hours it starts really emphasizing the texture that I do have underneath my eyes, which is very little, but it just makes it look like so much texture. And yeah, so it's definitely not a concealer that I like for long wear. So to set my under eyes, I am going to be using this powder from Charlotte Tilbury. Again, new product, and it is called the Airbrush Brightening Flawless Finish, and this is in the shade Translucent. It is a really nice, beautiful packaging. I do like this powder. I just don't feel like it really sets my concealer the way that I like it to be set. I need something a little bit heavier just because I am oily on my T-zone, so I don't feel like this one right here really keeps me matte. But you know, maybe I'm wrong, so that's why we're retesting things. This powder though, yeah, it really makes you look flawless. Loving the foundation, loving the foundation. The concealer, I already know how it's gonna go. Like, I know, unless something changed in the formula, you know, from last week to this week, I already know how it's gonna go. I am going to go back to the Patrick Ta just to set the rest of my face with this powder right here. So the skin looks really nice and good right now to me. It looks really nice and healthy, like natural, like really nice and pretty. But I can see a little bit of the redness peeking through on my nose. I don't know what's going on. I'm pretty sure it's the primer. I'm telling you it's the primer. And my freckles are actually definitely peeking through a little bit more on my nose. But yeah, we're going to move on to the rest of our face, and I am going to use this beautiful palette right here, which I feel like is my favorite, but you know, I just want to make sure that it is. So I am really excited to retest it again, and this one is from the Natasha Denona My Dream collection. It is called the My Dream Cheek Trio Blush and Highlighter Palette. I really think this is a good one. I'm looking for a sponge. If you guys see me looking for something, it's because I'm looking for a sponge. So let me go ahead and get up and get a sponge. All right, so I do have my Dose of Color sponge right here, and I am going to use the highlighter, the cream highlighter right here in the middle first, and I'm going to use my sponge to apply it. And I did have my face set the last time that I used it, and that's how I love my cream products to actually work on a set face, just because again, I am oily to combination. I need to set my face, so this is very important for me. And look at that, it just gives you a glow back to your skin, really nice and beautiful for every day. I love that so much. I think that I like this cream highlighter the most out of all of her cream highlighters that she has. I think that this one works so good just because it doesn't have like a strong base, so you can definitely wear it even if you are my skin tone. It doesn't look like it is too like light. It's more like a clear base that it has. It just gives you a really nice, beautiful glow to your skin. So beautiful. I enjoy this one so much more than this powder right here, but we will still use the powder. The powder is still good, but that one right there is like so good. So now using the blush, and I'm using the Sigma F79 brush. So for the blush, I absolutely love how this brush applies it more than a sponge. So look at that, super nice, gorgeous. Love the tone of this blush. It's absolutely stunning. And I should have bronzed my face before applying blush. I got too excited. So for bronzer, I am going to use this one from Makeup by Maria, just because I know that it's not new, but it is new to me, and I've only used it a couple of times. I know people rave about this so much, so I'm just going to use it and see how it goes. Yeah, I can definitely see the hype on this bronzer right here. It really is a beautiful bronzer, and this one is in the shade medium. So I'm just bringing it up. And I'm using the same Sigma brush. So just adding this bronzer right here from House Labs. Absolutely love it. This one right here is definitely not a retest. I know that I love it so much. And this one is in level 6. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the eyes. I'm going to be using the Natasha Denona, the My Dream palette, and this is how she looks like. I did a whole entire review on this collection as well as 3 looks. So if you guys haven't seen that video, I will link it down below. But I am going to do something super, super simple, nothing too crazy. So I am going to use the shade Familia with a fluffy brush. I'm going to use just a bit of it on the crease and stand it out. And work it a little bit on my lower lashes. And this is just to give me a little bit of a definition on my crease and on my lower lashes. So I'm going to take Invention with my finger and just press it down on the lid and just work it up. And just going back with Familia and intensifying the crease a little bit, just blending those 2 shades. And now with a smaller brush and taking Thrill, just adding that on the very inner corner and blending it in with Invention. And because I really want to keep this look really nice and soft, I am going to use this shade right here, which is Aspiration, just to define a little bit of our lower lash. And just taking a clean brush and just going to clean the edges with nothing on it. So here is the simple look with the Natasha Denona My Dream palette. I think that it's super beautiful, really nice and easy for every day if you're looking for something to wear during the fall time, just to mimic, you know, the beautiful colors of our nature and all of that. I think that this is absolutely stunning and super easy to create. As you can see, I mean, you just needed like what, 4 shades out of the whole entire palette to create this really nice glam look. I am going to do my brows off camera as well as adding a little bit of mascara, and we finish up with the lips. All right guys, so let's go ahead and just finish up with the lips, and I'm going to use the shade Natasha all over the lips. And the lipstick in Natasha. Alright guys, so here is the final look. Let me just go ahead and tell you exactly how I feel right now, because I don't think that I have to wait. If anything changes, just check the comment section. I will pin my comment, but let me just give you my honest opinions in regards of these products. And I've been using some of these products like for a very, very long time, and I already know my feelings. So in regards of the primer, I think that it's definitely something that I need to really prep my skin the right way. It is going to conflict with some products that I use. I already know it just because I had that experience before, but the way that I actually prepped my skin today, it worked just fine. I did see a little bit of redness peeking through on my nose, and I know that for sure is the primer, so I do have to be really, really careful. But if you do have sensitive skin, try to use a little tester of this primer before you go on buying the whole entire full size, just like I did. That is just my opinion. If they do have the mini, try that one instead of buying the full size. In regards of the Patrick Ta foundation, I absolutely love it. Love the first application, love how my skin looks. I already know that I absolutely love this foundation, and I am 100% sure that it is going to be one of my favorites and go-to foundations, just because it is so natural, so like everyday friendly, and I absolutely love that so much. The powder, I'm not like super in love with, but I still like it, but it's just not a powder that I see myself gravitating to for the center of my face. Now, in regards of the Charlotte Tilbury concealer, where is it? Okay, here it is. In regards of the Charlotte Tilbury concealer, I 100% do not like this concealer. For me, I already feel like it's just not set, and again, it's just a moving around. I can already see some of my mascara transferring, and it is driving me crazy, and not all the concealers do that to me. So once I set my concealer, I never have a problem, but this concealer is definitely giving me that issue, and I know that in a couple of hours, just like I've tried it so many other times, it is going to emphasize my texture and it's going to look dry, and my under eyes are definitely not dry at all, but this concealer just does some weird stuff and I'm just not really in love with it. I really wish that her formula was like amazing, just because I wish that her formula really worked for my skin, but it's just not working out. So I have to be 100% honest with you guys, not working out for me. In regards of this powder, it is definitely something that I need to use on top of setting my powder, like a finishing powder, not to set my under eyes. It's just really bright and not setting my under eyes the way that I enjoy for my under eyes to be set. It is definitely too luminous. I can definitely see myself using this as a finishing powder for the center of my face if I want a little bit of more brightness. In regards of this little palette right here from Natasha Denona, absolutely love it. Again, fell in love with it. It is definitely going to be my go-to little face palette for now on. It's just so pretty. The highlighter is amazing. This cream highlighter is absolutely gorgeous. The blush, the tone, the way that it actually just applies to your skin, it doesn't emphasize any of your texture. It just looks so nice and healthy and glowing. Just so beautiful. Absolutely in love with that cheek palette. In regards of this palette, again, it just convinced me again that it's just a really nice, beautiful formula. I did have some fallout using the shade Invention, which I did in my review as well, but again, really nice a palette, really versatile. It gives you so many, like you have so many directions that you can take this palette. You can get definitely different types of looks. You can go smoky every day, and it's just super beautiful. Great quality on this palette. But yeah, the lipstick is really a solid. I really am enjoying this cool tone. The more I wear this lipstick right here, I am falling in love. My first impression was that it was not for me, but now it is for me. I really do enjoy the color, the tone of the lipstick. The gloss is really nice, but I just don't want any more glossiness on my lips, just because the lipstick feels really nice and juicy as well. It looks really nice and shiny. It's not like flat and matte where you need a little bit of help with a lip gloss. So it's really nice and comfortable. So if you picked any of these products, let me know in the comment section how you feel about them. But that is it, my friends. That is it for this video. I hope that this was helpful. Let me know what you guys think, how these products are working for you if you already have these products. But yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your love, your time, and support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I will see you next time. Bye.